Iowa women's basketball adding a future potential star to its 2023 class in Kennise Johnson-Etienne. We'll get to Johnson-Etienne's commitment in a moment, but first a reminder, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you for being here. First of all, try to give you the best coverage from Iowa women's basketball, Iowa men's basketball, and Iowa football, of course, throughout the year. So please subscribe. Also hit that thumbs up button. That does help immensely. If you disagree with what I have to say in this video, that's fine. Comment below. If you agree, please comment below. It all helps the channel to grow. Also, want to thank Ascent Nutrition. They are selling algae oil DHA. And if you're looking to feel sharper and clearer throughout the day, try Ascent Nutrition's algae oil DHA. It's created by way of a unique water extraction method. And this oil supports, again, a healthy brain function, memory, clarity. It's supported by neuroscientists and doctors. So please check it out. Go ascentnutrition.com. You can click the link in the description below. But either way, use the promo code Hawkeyes at checkout to receive 10% off your order. And they've got a ton of other great products as well. Again, that's Hawkeyes. Use the code Hawkeyes at checkout. 10% off your order from our sponsor, Ascent Nutrition. So the news this week on the Iowa women's basketball front, point guard Kennise Johnson-Etienne from Plainfield, Illinois. She's actually an interesting story. So she started out at Plainfield Central, ended up transferring to Example Academy in Frankfort, Illinois. She's very close to the Iowa women's basketball program. You just scroll through her Twitter, you see she's formed a relationship with the girls on the current roster, including Caitlin Clark. You watch her on tape. She's got really good handles. She's obviously very smart with the ball. She knows how to rebound, and we've seen Iowa prioritizing guards that know how to rebound. I mean, Caitlin Clark's a prime example of that because she kind of just does it all. But she's also 6 foot tall. Johnson-Etienne does not have that size. Now, maybe she ends up gaining an inch or two. I doubt it over the next year. But she's in the 5'7", 5'8" range. I think she's more athletic than your typical Iowa guard. And I'm not trying to trash girls like Gabby Marshall or certainly Caitlin Clark. But she's got some athleticism that maybe Iowa has lacked. But Iowa has also not really prioritized size at the point guard spot moving forward. And granted, you're going to have some girls that are in the 5'8" to 5'10" range playing point guard. But you've got Johnson-Etienne now at 5'7", 5'8". You got Molly Davis coming in from Central Michigan around the same size. You've got Taylor McCabe coming in, who I don't think is much bigger. So it's interesting. Speed and quickness maybe a bit more of a priority. We see it with Molly Davis. We certainly see it with Johnson-Etienne on tape. Now, just a side note, Johnson-Etienne held offers from the likes of Michigan State, Seton Hall, and a number of other schools. She's got a smooth jump shot. I like her ability to hit threes from what I've been able to gather. You know, it's limited. I wish there was more high school footage of Johnson-Etienne available. But again, I think her athleticism, her ability to rebound, she's got good vision, and she certainly already got camaraderie with the Iowa roster. And some of these girls are going to be around for 4 to 5 years because, as we know, the lure to enter the NBA, the WNBA draft is not what the NBA is. So you're going to get more girls that benefit from the free COVID year from a couple years back and that exhaust their eligibility. So I think when you build relationships like it appears that Johnson-Etienne has with the Iowa staff and the Iowa players early, that is more sustainable than in the men's game because players are going to leave more. It seems like the transfer portal, I don't know the numbers for Iowa women's basketball. I know it's been active. Iowa lost a couple of transfer portal exits this past offseason with Tomi Taiwo being one. And they've also gained one when Molly Davis from Central Michigan. So it's certainly active, but not to the extent of the men's game. So I would think that chemistry she's got with the Iowa staff will only help the cause. And certainly as a point guard, you need to have, it's like quarterback for a football team. You need to have that camaraderie and that chemistry with your teammates. So I like what we've got here with Johnson-Etienne. Iowa wins basketball. I don't know that you were worried about the class of 23 or 24. Certainly not maybe as far along as the men's basketball recruiting cycles are for Fran McCaffrey and company. But Johnson-Etienne is a good ad. And, of course, you've also got Callie Levin from Solon, who's committed for the 2024 class. So Iowa's starting to build things here. They've got a good class of 22 coming in as well. But congratulations to Kennise Johnson-Etienne. Welcome to the Hawk Swarm, and we'll look forward to seeing her get here next year. What positions does Iowa need to target moving forward for class of 2023 and 2024? My guess is they'll try to get somebody who's more of a stretch forward, that can play the 3/4. I think they look pretty good right now at point guard when you factor in Taylor McCabe and now Johnson-Etienne. They've done good with Sharon Goodman. Addison O'Grady, certainly up and coming. Jada Giamfi will be getting here. She should be there actually now, class of 2022. So that's where Iowa women's basketball is at right now. Once again, congratulations to Kennise Johnson-Etienne and to Lisa Bluder and company with Iowa women's basketball. Keep it locked in right here throughout the offseason. More coverage not only on Iowa women's basketball, but Iowa men's basketball, Iowa football, and some coverage coming up about the USC, UCLA news, the Pac-12, Big Ten expansion movement, whatever you want to call it, from the college basketball perspective. So stick it right here from the Hawkeye of the Storm.